All right, here we go. And so you have sine of x minus 60 equals sine of x. And notice that we have x both inside of our sum or difference of angles as well as just a sine of x. And so because of that, we're going to need to use our angle identities to break this down into all of its pieces and then kind of solve from there. So first step, sine of x minus 60 is going to be sine of x times cosine of 60 degrees minus, sorry, not plus, minus sine of 60 degrees times cosine of x, and that's all equal to sine of x. Okay, so all we did in that first step was use our identities there to break that into sine of x times cosine of 60 minus sine of 60 times cosine of x. From there, what is cosine of 60? Well, we can sketch that out. So 60 degrees, that's going to be 1/2. So 1/2 times sine of x minus, now what's sine of 60? Well, that's going to be the square root of 3 over 2. So the square root of 3 over 2 times cosine of x equals sine of x. All right, so we've broken it down into those individual pieces there. Let's get our sines together. So let's subtract 1/2 sine of x from both sides. And that'll leave us with negative square root of 3 over 2 cosine of x is equal to 1/2 sine of x. All right, and now if we can, we're going to from here divide everything by cosine of x, and because we can, that'll get rid of it over here and give us tangent. Now you could also divide everything by sine of x and go for your cotangent, but I think this is going to be a little bit more straightforward. So divide each side by cosine of x, and that'll give us, coming on up over here, negative square root of 3 over 2 times, times, well, what's cosine of x divided by cosine of x? That's just 1. And we don't even really need that 1 in there, but I'll leave it in there for just a moment. Equals 1/2 times tangent of x. All right, now we're going to multiply both sides by 2. Try to get tangent of x by itself, so times 2 and times 2. We now have negative square root of 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and so negative square root of 3 equals tangent of x. So the 2's cancel out here as well. All right, and where do you have tangent equal to the negative square root of 3? Well, tangent's, first off, tangent's negative in, let's sketch this out for ourselves, give ourselves a good visual picture of it. We're going to have tangent being negative in both the second and fourth quadrant. So quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. And we need to have the sine is going to have to be, let's see, so we want to have the sine be negative square root of 3 over 2, so that when we divide it by the cosine of 1/2, we multiply by the reciprocal, and we're going to get negative square root of 3. And so that angle right here, are we dealing with radians or degrees? It's not specific, so let's go ahead and use, oh no, it's minus 60 degrees. So 60 degrees, and so what's this angle right here going to be? Well, that angle is going to have to be a 60-degree angle, meaning that the angle going all the way around is, well, 360 minus 300. So that one's going to be at 300. So x equals 300 degrees. And over in quadrant 2, sketch that triangle out. Same thing, we need a sine that's square root of 3 over 2. This time cosine is negative 1/2, and that is going to be, again, a reference angle of 60 degrees, meaning that the angle itself is 120 degrees. All right, so actually let me switch the order there. We'll put quadrant 2 first. So quadrant 2 is 120 degrees, and quadrant 4 is 300 degrees. All right, hope that helps.